Welcome. In 2016, an extraordinary treasure emerged from the corners of numismatic history that would leave collectors, historians, and average enthusiasts baffled, as what initially appeared to be just another dime turned out to be a monumental piece with a staggering face value of $26 million, captivating the attention of people across America and igniting a fiery passion for coin collecting like never before. But have you ever stopped to think what makes a simple coin worth so much? How does the journey of a mere 10-cent piece take it from a pocket change to a multi-million-dollar artifact, and what secrets lie hidden in its history? Well, let's unveil the tale of the 2016 one dime and delve deep into the factors that contributed to its enormous valuation, beginning in a world where many do not even give a second glance at the coins in their change, yet for some sharp-eyed individuals, every detail counts, because what if I told you that among the millions of dimes minted, one extraordinary specimen could change the narrative completely? The journey begins with the U.S. Mint and their complex process of coin production, where quality control holds the key to rarity, as they strive to strike each coin with precision and care. But every once in a while, a mistake occurs, like the genuine error that turned the 2016 dime into a collector's fever dream. You might be asking how an error coin even becomes a thing of fascination. Well, let's unravel this fascinating yarn together. Imagine a production run in Philadelphia, where workers were producing dimes at breakneck speed when one coin failed to meet the standards, resulting in a unique misprint, perhaps a misplaced letter or an errant mark. Each defect, no matter how small, can create immense value, and it is in these instances that coin collectors sharpen their senses, because what could have easily been thrown away became a coveted piece for those in the know. Can you imagine the thrill of holding something so rare in your pocket? This dime, once relegated to the simple realm of currency, catapulted into the elite circle of collectible items, where every glance at its surface reveals a story waiting to be told, spanning generations and generations, reaching back to the moment it was minted in a bustling era of the American economy, the time when coins were not just currency but tokens of craftsmanship, where every face on a dime told a tale. And when examined closely, this particular dime told the story of human error, artistic achievement, and the vintage touch that sealed its fate as a true collector's dream. It isn't merely a piece of metal but a piece of history, intricately woven into the fabric of American culture and sentiment, a reminder of a different time, and as its value skyrocketed to dizzying heights, you can almost hear the whispers of past owners, the frantic desires at auctions, and the tension at every bid, making one wonder, what does it feel like witnessing history being sold right before your eyes? Do you think you could be the one to own such a monumental piece of history? Imagine yourself at an auction, the lights dimmed, the tension palpable, as bidders line up, each vying fervently to claim this irreplaceable artifact, hearts racing and palms sweating. The mere thought of owning a coin with such a remarkable backstory sends shivers down the spine, but as the auctioneer's voice cuts through the silence, you realize it's not just about the price tag, it's about what this dime represents. Every bid is not just an amount but a testament to the cultural significance this coin has amassed over time, capturing not only the imagination but also the spirit of every collector dreaming of that one glorious day they would unearth their own hidden treasure. Have you ever wondered what true rarity feels like? Or how one would display such a monumental piece, with pride, among their finely curated collection? As the price escalates, so does the narrative around the dime, transforming it from mere currency to a symbol of wealth, aspiration, and history intertwined. The world collectively holds its breath as the final bid is called, each heart racing with hope and desire. However, this incredible story does not end at the auction block. It leads us to the implications regarding the market values of coins, especially one that carries such historical weight, emphasizing the volatility of rare coin investments and the passion it ignites among novices and seasoned collectors alike. Are you ready to dive headfirst into the world of numismatic investments, learning the ins and outs of what truly makes a coin valuable, understanding how some collectors have turned their love for coins into a thriving business? Through their dedication to locating and collecting such rare pieces, some have established themselves as key figures in the numismatic community, holding events where they educate others, showcasing their prized possessions, and sharing wisdom accumulated over years of experience, demonstrating that while the 2016 dime has an enormous intrinsic value, its true worth comes from the stories shared and the community built around collecting. It brings together individuals from all walks of life, united by a shared passion, and what a unifying force it is when strangers gather to discuss their love for rare coins, exchanging tips, trade secrets, and perhaps even the excitement of a recent find. As you reflect on these intriguing narratives, ponder this: does the allure of coin collecting resonate with you? Could it be possible for you to spot the next hidden gem, perhaps not to the magnitude of the 2016 dime, but still valuable in its own right? And as you look towards your change purse or wallet, perhaps it isn't merely about finding coins but appreciating the journey they undertake until they end up in your hands, to not overlook the value in embracing small yet meaningful treasures that have the power to tell stories, interconnecting the past and present. So, before you think of dismissing those coins in your pocket, take a moment to examine each piece, as they may hold more than merely monetary value, and you could be holding a key to unlocking a world of wonder and history. Maybe your next dime cannot bring in millions, but what if it leads to a deeper appreciation of the art of collecting and the stories coins carry? In the spirit of discovery, the value of a coin is not just in its face, it's etched into the hearts of collectors, infused with nostalgia, ambition, and the thrill of the hunt, and that's what the 2016 one dime represent: a bridge connecting the past to the present, a symbol of both exceptional value and an everlasting quest for understanding where historical significance meets personal passion. If this journey into the world of numismatics has sparked your curiosity and ignited a flame of excitement within, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to dive deeper into stories that matter, because there's a whole universe waiting to be explored, where you, too, can join the ranks of collectors who see beyond mere value. So as we end this riveting exploration of the 2016 one dime, remember that value comes in many forms, and sometimes, all it takes is a keen eye and a loving heart to see the extraordinary in the ordinary. Next, in 2003, a seemingly ordinary dime, one that many may have overlooked in their pocket change, ended up capturing the attention of collectors and numismatists around the world, a piece of history not just for its unique minting error but for the astonishing journey that elevated its value from mere 10 cents to an unbelievable $26 million, leaving many to wonder how such a small coin could carry such immense worth and significance, leading us to contemplate the extraordinary. Tales behind our everyday items. Have you ever considered what treasures might be hidden in your own back pocket or in a dusty old drawer? The story of this particular dime began in the mid-20th century, when the United States Mint produced millions of dimes each year, but this coin, the 2003 one dime, stands out from the rest due to a rare mistake during the minting process. As it turned out, a few of these coins were struck on planchets meant for a different denomination, which, while it sounds mundane, created a perfect storm of rarity and intrigue that would ultimately catch the eye of expert appraisers and enthusiastic collectors alike. Can you imagine holding such a piece of history, a simple dime that transcended its materialistic value and took on a life of its own in the collector's market? Now, picture a bustling auction room, filled with the murmurs of eager bidders, each one desperate to get their hands on this elusive coin, the air thick with tension as the auctioneer raises the gavel. The bidding starts low but quickly escalates as bidders realize they're not just competing for a coin but for a slice of American history. There's something almost magical about how this dime has taken on a persona, evolving from an insignificant piece of currency to a symbol of aspiration and investment. People from all walks of life have been drawn to the allure of rare coins, some hoping to find their fortune in the most unexpected places. Have you ever considered the stories that might be attached to coins you've held, the journeys they may have taken and the hands they have passed through? This story doesn't just end with the auction. As we follow the path of this extraordinary dime, we begin to uncover the vast world of numismatics, diving into the culture of coin collecting where every piece tells its own tale, revealing insights into the craftsmanship, the care that goes into producing currency, and the market's ebb and flow. It's a dynamic landscape filled with passionate enthusiasts and seasoned experts who dedicate their lives to the preservation and appreciation of these small tokens of history. Have you ever thought about the role of collectors in maintaining the narrative of currency, ensuring that each coin's uniqueness is celebrated and remembered? As we delve deeper, we find ourselves not just reflecting on the monetary value of such coins but also their emotional significance, the connections they forge across generations, passing down from parent to child, each transfer laden with stories, values, and memories. The dime that once bought a candy bar now serves as a reminder of simpler times and the bonds between loved ones. Would you hold on to a coin if you knew it had the power to connect you to your past in such a profound way? Furthermore, this story leads us to contemplate the nature of value itself, as we dissect what it means to ascribe worth to objects based not solely on their material construction but rather on their historical context, rarity, and cultural significance. In a world where money often dictates value, it's refreshing to engage with items that spark joy, curiosity, and a feeling of connection not only within ourselves but with those who share our journey. So as we unravel the story of the 2003 dime, we invite you to explore your own definitions of value. What do you cherish most? Is it the tangible items that speak to you or the memories and stories attached to them that hold the most weight? As we navigate through this adventure, consider what treasures you may possess that could transform into a legacy just waiting to be uncovered and shared, captivating a new generation in the same way that this simple dime continues to enthrall collectors today, urging us to remember that every change we hold could be a key to unlocking stories that have yet to be told and histories waiting to be embraced. So like and subscribe for more tales of unexpected value and hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. Who knows what you might find next? And with that, we draw close to an extraordinary narrative that reminds us that even the smallest items can possess the grandest stories. And as we close this chapter, just remember to keep your eyes peeled for those overlooked coins, because the next one you find might just be worth its weight in gold, or in this case, millions. Next, in 2019, a seemingly unremarkable dime, often overlooked in pocket change, captured the attention of collectors and numismatists, igniting a frenzy that would ultimately lead to an astonishing valuation of $26 million, a remarkable figure that speaks to the incredible stories lurking within everyday objects. Have you ever pondered the hidden value of items that slip through our fingers, the treasures that could be lying in your own home? What if the next time you reach for your loose change, you uncover a piece of history worth a fortune? This compelling tale starts with a simple dime, but it spirals into a saga blending chance, rarity, and the passion of collectors who are willing to pay any price for a glimpse into the past. This special dime, known specifically for its unique characteristics, was minted in 1894 in San Francisco and was one of only 24 coins produced that year, leaving it exceedingly rare and highly sought after by collectors. These dimes feature the iconic Liberty head design, and their scarcity is only topped by the extraordinary tale of their existence. In the world of numismatics, rarity drives demand, and this particular rarity stems from its origin, a mere 24 coins made, with only a handful confirmed to still exist today. Each one carries not just monetary value but a fascinating story of its own, intertwined with the history of American currency and the intricate processes behind coin minting. The provenance of this dime plays a crucial role in its valuation. It's not just a coin but a piece of American heritage that has traversed time and ownership, with stories of its former holders adding to its allure. Can you imagine the thrill of owning such a remarkable piece, knowing that its journey began over a century ago? In 1916, when the last known example changed hands for just $1.50, who would have envisioned that one day it would be worth millions? As we delve deeper into this subject, consider how important heritage and storytelling are when it comes to valuing objects. Every scratch, every mark tells a story, and every buyer wants to own that narrative. How could something so small hold so much history, so much value? This fascinating journey through time reveals the flourishing market of coin collection, where individuals dedicate their lives to uncovering these forgotten pieces of history hidden in estates, inheritances, and long-forgotten piggy banks. And just think, we often hear that one man's trash is another man's treasure. This idea resonates deeply within the coin collecting world, where some individuals have found windfalls in the most unexpected places. Imagine sifting through a shoebox of old coins at a garage sale and stumbling across a hidden gem that changes your life forever. What if, just maybe, something you possess holds a staggering value unbeknownst to you? This simple dime has been at the heart of thrilling auctions that pull in excitement from numismatics worldwide, with prices soaring as high as $1.9 million in 2007 for one of its very few remaining counterparts. Auction houses, collectors, and even wealthy enthusiasts fuel this fervent market, creating a vibrant culture surrounding rare coins where every transaction tells a new story. When we think about investments, art, real estate, or stocks might come to mind first, but the dime invites us to consider an alternative route of investment: coins. Wouldn't it be fascinating to consider a new venture, beyond traditional assets, into the world of rare currencies with tantalizing stories attached to them? As you immerse yourself in this riveting narrative, it's essential to recognize how the passion for collecting goes beyond mere monetary gain. It speaks to people's desire to preserve history and hold a piece of it in their hands. Such was the life of this dime, once belonging to a famed collector who lavished attention on it, ensuring it remained in pristine condition, and through each auction journey, its value has topped astronomical sums. But what truly catapults a dime from mere coinage to $1 million piece is not just its rarity but the mystique that surrounds it. Are you beginning to see how a hobby that might seem trivial to some holds the potential for fortunes? As this story unfolds, the intertwining narratives of collectors, historians, and investors bring an exciting dynamic into play. The thrill of the chase drives these enthusiasts, generating stories of bidding wars and the adrenaline as auctioneer calls fly in a crowded room. Each bid heightens the stakes and excitement, as history is not just found, but fought for. The 1894 dime truly exemplifies the concept of the chase, thrusting participants into a whirlwind of suspense as they seek to capture a piece of history that could potentially represent generations of American culture. The journey of this dime captures the imagination, evoking thoughts about what it means to treasure something beyond its face value. Ever heard the phrase, "value is in the eye of the beholder"? This couldn't be truer in the realm of coin collecting, where emotions and narratives intertwine to create ecstatic experiences. Just what narratives did the previous owners craft around this unique dime, and how has its value shifted in the labyrinth of supply and demand? Has it reached a tipping point that could change, forever altering its trajectory as collectors rush toward the next bidding auction? As we bring this discourse to a close, reflecting on the incredible worth of this dime, it invites us to search within our possessions, exploring a deeper understanding of worth, monetary or sentimental. Could you, too, stumble upon a diamond in the rough hidden in your very home? So next time you sift through your change, hold those coins up to the light. You may just find a legacy waiting to be uncovered. Thank you for joining us on this mesmerizing exploration of the 2019 one dime, worth a staggering $26 million, and be sure to like and subscribe for more captivating tales of history entwined within the mundane. Next in 2007, a story emerged that would captivate coin collectors and numismatists alike, centering around a dime that seemed ordinary at first glance but held extraordinary value, a single 10-cent piece that carried with it a history that spanned decades, a story of curiosity and fate that could lead to millions. Imagine holding a coin worth upwards of $26 million, it's astonishing, isn't it? What if I told you this wasn't a tall tale but a reality tied to just one specific dime, that of 1894, yes, a mint-sealed masterpiece that few people ever laid eyes upon, and that became a symbol of treasure hunting in the world of numismatics. But how did this unassuming dime morph into a jewel of extraordinary worth, and what treasure hunters, collectors, and enthusiasts went to great lengths to uncover its mysteries? Picture this, a bustling San Francisco in the late 19th century, a time when the United States was quickly growing, yet each mint produced coins that were merely meant for circulation, with the 1894 being minted in a paltry quantity of just 24. What ignited the legend surrounding this rare coin? It all started with the decision by the U.S. Mint to produce only a handful of these dimes, primarily for distribution among officials and a close circle of wealthy collectors. Have you ever considered how a small supply could lead to an overwhelming demand? As you ponder this, let's unravel the stories of those who sought this dime, igniting deep curiosity and urgency in the hearts of many. Fast forward to the late 20th century when a significant find changed everything. One of the dimes turned up in the hands of an unsuspecting family who had inherited a collection of coins from a relative with dubious origins. Imagine the moment they discovered the value of what they held, launching them into a whirlwind of excitement intertwined with anxiety, as the rarity of this coin began to dawn upon them. What would you do if you held currency valued beyond what you could ever dream? As the tale unfurled, the rarity of the 1894 dime drew in professional graders who compared it to others within their extensive collections, marking subtle differences and noting their history as paramount to ensuring their authenticity. Could this coin be the crowning gem in their collection? And here's where intrigue thickens. Only 9 of these dimes are known to exist today, with even fewer of them in excellent condition, leading to intense debates within the community about the rightful owner of this historical relic. All this while disbelievers and skeptics thrived, suggesting that the value was exaggerated, clouding the minds of the potential new owners with doubt. Yet, as individuals began to auction these rare coins, crackling energy filled airwaves and social media platforms alike, as estimates soared, and people wondered how the little dime might find itself within prestigious showcases and museum displays. Could you imagine being challenged to sell or hold on to such a rare piece of art and history? Each buyer shared tales of personal encounters that somehow entwined their life story with the fate of this gem, where happenstance met destiny in a grand dance of chance, surrounding a modest piece of coinage that stirred powerful emotions tethered to heritage and value. As arguments arose surrounding the legitimacy of particular dimes and the intentional fakes flooding the marketplace, an unyielding desire to battle fraud took form, leading to an enlightening community of coin lovers who remained ever watchful, striving to protect their passionate hobby from unscrupulous individuals. Just sitting on the edge of conspiracy, did you ever think how the initial creation of these coins might have been orchestrated for something beyond mere commerce? The overlying question remained, did these elusive mints symbolize a hope in an ever-changing America, or were they simply pieces of cold currency produced to feed the engine of growth that was devouring the nation? As collectors invested not just their money but also their lifelong dreams into these coins, they began forging paths in search of the truth surrounding the whispers of the dime's past. And as the years rolled by, lesser-known players in the market emerged, each hoping to leave a mark on the rich tapestry of collectibles surrounding the rare 1894 dime, forging alliances, making adversaries, and unearthing various tales from within the coin community itself. Were these mere aspirations or strategies that could redefine the narrative of wealth and ownership? The suspense lingered, carrying profound implications for everyone involved in this unfolding drama in numismatic history. Now, let's take a moment to think about the identities hidden behind such treasures, from the original creators to the most recent owners. How their stories intersect with the fate of this famed dime indicates something larger at play, does it not? Returning to our timeline, it soon became evident that the 1894 dime had ignited more than mere interest. It sparked fiery debates, unraveling a thread that would weave through the tapestry of American culture, pushing generations into treasure hunting and igniting a frenzy that trickled down into the mainstream. Have you ever pursued something so passionately that it transformed your very outlook on life? Now, think about attaining a coin that immortalizes that passion while simultaneously holding layers of interpretation and personal meaning beyond its numismatic value. What if I told you every person pursuing this dime was chasing something more profound? Each exchange, auction, and transaction became a story in itself, a reflection of human ambition, desire, art, and the eternal quest for connection to something greater than oneself. As we spiral ever closer to the present, technology has reshaped how collectors and enthusiasts engage, using digital platforms to verify, trade, and showcase these coins, revitalizing the industry into vivid existence. What are the implications when something as seemingly trivial as a dime evolves into a form of history alive with stories, every coin sizzling with potential tales yet to be told? With shifts in provenance acknowledgement, authenticity measures, and strong community cohesion, could the conversation surrounding collecting have transformed beyond simple monetary value into something philosophical that tugs on the values we hold dear as humans? As we dissected the nuances, the deeper value of the 1894 dime emerges, a vibrant embodiment of the human spirit, resolute in the face of generational challenges and the dance of history, always intent on teaching new lessons about oneself. So, as we come to the end of this extraordinary tale woven around a single coin that transcends time and monetary judgment, just remember, from humble beginnings arise grand stories that accrue significance with every turn, never truly discounting the small or the mundane. They may carry more worth than anyone could ever fathom. Now, before I wrap up, if this exploration into the past, present, and future of the remarkable 1894 dime resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's keep this conversation alive, ensuring that every story worth telling has a place within our shared human experience. Next in the vast realm of numismatics, little did anyone realize that a single 1-cent coin minted in 1986 would catapult into the limelight, not just as a curious piece of change but as a treasure worth an astonishing $26 million, captivating collectors and investors alike like a siren's call to sailors lost at sea. What makes this coin so special, you might wonder? It all begins on a seemingly ordinary day when a batch of 1-cent coins rolled off the production line at the U.S. Mint. The process itself was routine, however. A rare error during minting gave birth to an extraordinary artifact, one that would go on to write its own chapter in the annals of American currency history. Can you imagine holding a coin in your hand that could change your life forever? The intrigue around this particular 1986 cent isn't merely about its monetary value, it's steeped in a rich tapestry of history, passion, and the unexpected twists of fate that can turn the mundane into the magnificent. As collectors scoured through boxes of coins searching for those elusive gems, they were left in disbelief as this particular cent became the holy grail of coin collecting, a beacon shining brightly on the horizon of the rare coin market. The journey of this coin is a story of discovery, marked by passionate enthusiasts who spent countless hours, often late into the night, combing through the numerous layers of shipments, admiring the artistry of the coins while dreaming of finding the ultimate prize. But what exactly was the error that transformed this humble 1-cent coin into a jewel worth millions? The mystery begins with a misalignment during the minting process, resulting in an anomaly that would send shockwaves through the collecting community. In an age where digital currency loomed large, the nostalgic allure of tangible money rekindled interest in coins, casting a spotlight on hidden treasures from an era long gone. Enthusiasts began sharing their findings in online forums, and suddenly, coins from the late 20th century were back in vogue, sparking heated debates about rarity, value, and the stories that linger long after the coins have changed hands. But let's take a moment to ponder the significance of such a high value attributed to a coin worth just 1 cent at face value. Does it speak to our craving for nostalgia, the greatness of human ingenuity, or perhaps our unending quest for wealth and status in a world where both seem so ephemeral? As collectors deep dive into the serendipity of their finds, could you envision the thrill of discovering you had stumbled upon something worth untold riches amid your everyday possessions? With the internet bridging gaps and connecting buyers with sellers globally, the demand for coins such as this has reached a fever pitch, igniting a frenzy reminiscent of gold rushes gone by, fueling stories of serendipitous luck where everyday people become millionaires overnight. Think about those moments when you rifled through your pockets or inspected your change jar. If this tale teaches us anything, it is that every coin has a story, and between its edges and embossed illustrations lie secrets waiting to be uncovered. As we traverse through the layers of this story, let's pause and reconsider what value truly means. Beyond the numbers and dollar signs lies a deeper significance tied to heritage, culture, legacy, and the persistence of those who refuse to let obscurity define their aspirations. In hindsight, this 1-cent coin saga serves as a reminder that greatness can emerge from the most unlikely places, challenging our perceptions and reiterating the age-old adage, one man's trash is another man's treasure. And as the tale unwinds, the continuous thread linking countless individuals, each with their unique relationship to coins, sparks a dialogue that transcends mere economics, delving deeper into the realm of emotions and narratives that these small pieces of metal embody. So as we venture further into the world of numismatics, remember, it's not merely about the coins, it's about the stories, the dreams, and the reality that one small misprint can change lives, encapsulating personal histories that resonate with so many. Stick around as we delve deeper into the vibrant culture of coin collecting and the nuances behind the extraordinary rise of this seemingly insignificant 1-cent coin, igniting passion in collectors, investors, and curious minds alike. Could your next find be worth a fortune? What treasures lie within your own coin collection, waiting patiently to be unveiled? As we continue this journey, prepare to be captivated by tales that twist fate, betting against the odds, leading to discoveries that not only shine brightly in the commercial landscape but also enhance our understanding of society, history, and the very nature of value itself. So sit back, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because this engaging dive into the realm of 1-cent coins is just getting started, and who knows, the next unexpected twist could come at any moment, illuminating our minds and broadening our horizons regarding what we deem valuable in both currency and life. As we come to a close, reflect on what this incredible story teaches us about worth and the intersections of history, humanity, and the ever-elusive chase for meaning in our lives. Remember, whether it's a coin or a flicker of hope, never underestimate the power of the small and often overlooked. After all, great stories often begin with just a single cent.